This Monero Matteo video is sponsored by Cake Wallet. Safely store, send, receive, and trade your Monero on Cake Wallet on Android and iOS. All right, Monero Bros, welcome back. And Freedom Coin Bros, Freedom Coin Loins. What do I call you guys from the Freedom Coin Covenant? Xano Bros, Darrow Bros, R Mateys. I know what to call you guys individually, but I'm going to have to come up with a name for you guys. Anyways, let's go ahead and just get into the content. There's some great news going on with Monero that I want to talk about with you guys. It looks like we just reached a new all-time high for transaction volumes. Does that mean the shorts are in retreat? Does that mean the longs are in hot pursuit? Doesn't seem to look like it. Looks like the empire is still onslaughting our lovely Monero, or whatever's going on. I'm not quite sure. But just taking a quick look at data mish here, looks like the shorts are still far outnumbering the longs here. We did have them in a pursuit a few weeks ago, but yeah, they got crushed back down a little bit. No big deal. The fundamental case is still blowing up, and I was talking to a trader friend of mine last night. He was looking at this 267 number. That seems to be a pretty strong, stubborn, technical number that we just can't get past. We almost had a breakout about a month ago when we got to 315. He said if we went past 315, we stayed above there for a period of time, we could have gone to 500 because that was the next level, a bunch of air in between. But man, we're just stuck here, it seems, and we just keep moving down the ranks. I think we're number 45 now in the ranks, and yeah, that's something. And I was listening to the Trader University today. He came out with a video talking about the privacy problems with Bitcoin, and he had briefly mentioned Monero because I guess a lot of the Monero bros were commenting, and he had done a video the week prior on Bitcoin versus Monero, and you know, he's like, oh, there are some problems with Monero. Bitcoin's still going to make you more money. The Monero bros are like, no, man, what are you talking about? The fundamentals are awesome. Monero is what Bitcoin wished it could be, and all this other stuff. But he seemed to have commented in passing that the reason he doesn't want to get into Monero is because the price isn't going anywhere. It's about the gains. It's about the number go up. But I said this morning. I said, look, when you find a position which has strong fundamentals, and the base case, the bullish case, just continues to grow day by day, which we document every day here on this channel. And if you're unfamiliar with the channel, please subscribe. I mean, we talk about this stuff every day. I mean, the bullish case literally couldn't be stronger. We've made like 1,000 bullish points about Monero, and it just continues. I mean, today's just going to be another day. But if you find a position which is heavily shorted, which Monero is, in silver, but the fundamental case is just incredibly strong, oh my goodness. Like, it's so easy. Just park your funds there, and I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just talking about myself here. You know, just park your funds there, continue to allocate, and you can sleep well at night, okay? And don't get tempted by the numbers going up everywhere, people getting obsessed with this coin, that coin. And I do that a little bit with some coins in the Freedom Coin Covenant. I get some slack for that, but that's fine. I think that, you know, we're all just trying to get the power of the purse back in the hands of the people here. But I think that when you find good fundamental positions and they're shorted, and for whoever knows why they're shorted, I don't know why there's a giant short position against Monero. I think I do know the situation with silver. But look, these things break at certain points, okay? Everything finds its fair market value at some point. And you just got to sit and wait. Patience is a virtue. Patience rewards, ladies and gentlemen. And the morale in the Monero community seems to be a little bit low. People are getting at each other's throats for different things. Maybe that has something to do with the price going down. Maybe, you know, the rats are sinking with this ship, and they're scared and they're anxious. But we're not scared. We're not anxious here. We're loving it because ultimately we just keep stacking. The position is fantastically strong. And as we look at right here, Monero XMR reached a new all-time high in daily transactions on 11/10/2021 with 4,768 confirmed transactions. Amazing. So we just keep getting better news. Yeah, and some people are like, is this because people are flooding the network, trying to figure out people's privacy and stuff? Well, maybe. But look, we also have this data here. And by the way, like, Monero is used so much in the real economy. It's used so much relative to other cryptocurrencies. I think Bitcoin's main use case is for trading. You know, it's a big liquidity pool. If people are going from this currency to another currency, you typically have to go in between with Bitcoin or Tether, which there's been a lot of concern about Tether because of, you know, Evergrande going poof and defaulting. And the Chinese real estate property market in trouble. A lot of speculation is Tether has a lot of exposure to commercial real estate over there because they have like half of their reserves in commercial paper. Wherever that commercial paper is from, I don't know, but that's concerning to me. But a lot of people go in between those two things in order to get from crypto to crypto. So as far as the transaction volume is concerned for Bitcoin, I'm not entirely sure if it's accurately represented here. But if you look at this chart here, if you look at the trend, the transaction volume for Monero just continues to catch up against Bitcoin. Now, it reached a high. Oh, goodness, this is not helpful. Okay, let's go down here. It reached a high in August of 11%. And I believe we made a video about that at the time, but now it's hovering around 8%. And by the way, I don't think this factors in transactions on the Lightning Network, which there aren't really that many right now to be material. But yeah, it continues to increase if you look at the trend, which is good to see. And considering that Monero is not really like a base currency to be used in trading, it's more so Bitcoin. I mean, the real world use of Monero is much higher. I mean, the DNMs on the internet, on the dark webs, the marketplaces, they're phasing out Bitcoin for Monero. And I'm not saying you should go on there to do anything. I mean, I've never been on there. I have no interest in going on there, except for maybe to buy food in the future because, you know, I'm not going along with the Mark of the Beast program. But yeah, Kevin Watt's done some great videos on that. Go check it out, which, by the way, we're doing a talk with him today. That should be out on his channel. Give him a sub if you'd be so inclined. But that's good. So good news again coming out. And so I just want to go through some more developments happening here. This is going to be a shorter video. Another one, Jay Berman has stepped up to the plate, and Jay Berman's a great guy. He's one of the great new additions to the Monero crew, and he was the one person who found the bug and the solution to it in regards to what had happened a few months ago that everyone freaked out about, over-freaked out in my opinion. It only affected like 0.01% of the transactions or something like that. It wasn't too big of a deal, but it was concerning. And he stepped up to the plate, got it fixed. Good man, and now he's, I think, working full-time for Monero, which is fantastic. But now he is looking to reduce wallet sync times by 50 to 70% with something that he wants to do. So that's really good. Again, more positive developments happening here. And by the way, speaking of Monero wallets, Cake Wallet, sponsor the show. We love Cake Wallet. Very key. Go check them out. Open bounty for massive improvements to wallet sync time with no detriment to privacy or fungibility. So it's not going to interfere with anything like that. So that's great. Very good. Very good. And I think that's it. Pretty short update for you guys. Just want to go through some positive things. Want to keep the morale up for the Monero bros. Let's see what it is in the ranking now. Now that we're here, we typically don't do shorter videos like this. We got the time right. What's going on? So Monero is at 267, is at 43 in rank. Wow. Okay. Guys, if we get out of the top 50, I don't know what to tell you. We're just going to keep fighting, though. And you know what? To a certain degree, I like being the underdog. I like a little bit of a challenge, you know? And so it's good that, you know, we can have that little Rudy type energy come into the mix here. But yeah, I mean, it's not really done much over the last year. This is not an exciting chart to look at, admittedly. Still hovering around that 267 mark as sort of like a mean average point. But whatever. We're just going to keep stacking. We're going to keep buying. The short position is strong. the fundamentals continue to get stronger, and so we're heading towards like unstoppable force versus immovable object type deal. And I think this quote-unquote unstoppable force, the short positions against our immovable object, which is Monero, strong, decentralized, private, it's going to be key. We're going to win. So just keep up the fight, guys. Keep up the morale. Just chill out. Don't get caught up in all the drama out there. It's all good, bro. It's all good. So that said, Monero Matteo, check out the social media links below, the donation address if you want to help support the channel. Please become a Patreon or patron. I would really support that decision, of course. Not biased at all, but I would really appreciate if you guys would support the channel. We put a lot of work into these videos, and we're just trying to make it so that Monero can succeed and so that we could do our part in this fight for liberty. So that's it. See you later. Bye-bye.